What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild challenge here in NBA 2K21 at Next Gen. Today's video is going to be called the No Bench Challenge. So I want to give a huge shout out to Envy Cash for commenting this on my most recent rebuild challenge. I thought this was a super fun idea. I think it's going to be a very interesting dynamic in the way we do have to do this. So basically, if you couldn't figure out how it's going to be done, I have a 5-man rotation, a point guard, a shooting guard, a small forward, a power forward, and a center. I have no bench whatsoever. Everybody's going to be playing 48 minutes. Obviously, if somebody fouls out, I'll still have guys on the bench, to go into the game if a situation like that comes up, which I'm assuming it probably will, maybe a couple times throughout the season at least. So I'm not going to be focusing on the bench really at all. If we, maybe have somebody good off the bench, we'll, work on that. But we're going to be doing this in a fantasy draft style, so huge shout out to you, man, for this video idea. As always, if you guys do have any other video ideas, feel free to comment them down below. And as always, if you guys are new around here, just enjoy what you're seeing, whatever it may be. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. It does help it out a ton. So we're going to do a fantasy draft today. I'm not going to close my eyes. I'm just going to, stop when I want to stop. We get the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're going to be drafting me a team, and I'll see you guys with this rotation. So it looks like we had a pretty high pick because we ended up with Zion here. That's always good. I feel like when I do these fantasy drafts, they honestly kind of always end up giving me a pretty good pick. I mean, obviously, the entire NBA is resetting, so we're obviously going to get somebody good, but I feel like I've been getting, really lucky with these, especially recently. So the rest of this team's interesting. We have a lot of young pieces on this team. That is something 2K does tend to do a lot. Especially when you do a fantasy draft style rebuild, they go ahead and they draft you a lot of young guys. They don't typically tend to draft you a lot of bad contracts, which is something I definitely do enjoy about 2K in that aspect. One of probably the few things I would actually say. So we're obviously in a 5-man rotation here. I think we're gonna have to really capitalize on free agency. Obviously, our goal, if you couldn't figure it out, is to win a championship in 3 years or less. Also, I do want to let you guys know I've been seeing your comments saying either do rebuilds that go a little bit more than 3 years into the future. Or just simulate until 2-3 years down the line, just so you guys, we get some variety in the game. We can switch it up. I'd be happy to do that as soon as I find out some, some better draft classes, because I don't want, 90 overall rookies in the first season. That's just not what I'm looking for. So I'll research some draft classes. I'll see what I can do, kind of off camera, and then I'll get into those rebuilds. So sorry about that. We're going to make some trades. I'll see you guys at the first move. So our first trade here is going to be with the Milwaukee Bucks. Aaron Gordon, Dennis Smith Jr., and Derek Jones Jr., along with the second-round pick, heading over to Milwaukee for Pascal Siakam and Justice Winslow. Now, typically, I probably wouldn't give up this much for Pascal Siakam. One, I want to emphasize that he does progress super well in this game. He tends to be an 88, 89 overall by the end of the third season. So along with that, he tends to put up pretty good numbers as well. We're taking Winslow back as well. I don't mind that whatsoever, because he's going to be able to, kind of go ahead and get us maybe somebody that we can match up some money with a little bit more. Again, we have 5 guys in this rotation. So it's something, when I'm going ahead and I'm making these trades, I have it in mind that I'm trying to get the best 5 guys available that I possibly can right now. So that being said, we probably only have, I think Zion and Siakam are probably going to have to play together some way, shape, or form. I understand that I had Zion. I didn't make that mistake. I think Siakam's overall used to go up at small forward. It stays the same right now. I get that Zion's, shorter than him. Zion stays the same as well. Obviously, Zion just weighs a shit ton more. I don't think it really matters. I mean, again, Siakam's not going to be here the entire video. I think he's probably going to be 1, maybe 2 years with us. But I am comfortable with these 3 right now. Jared Allen, Zion, and Siakam, them being those 3. So I think we're definitely not done making trades, though. Next trade here is going to be with the Memphis Grizzlies. Darius Garland, KCP, and Justice Winslow heading over there. Miles Turner and Dinwiddie coming back. As much as I'd love to keep Miles Turner, I really don't need him. I'm going to play Jarrett Allen over him a lot, especially in 2K here. Spencer Dinwiddie's probably going to be starting for us at the shooting guard position. He goes up to an 85 overall, and he actually does play really well in this game. I wouldn't mind, re-signing him after the season. So we probably have to include Turner in some sort of deal right now, probably Boogie as well, to finally maybe figure out whoever our starting point guard is going to be. So I'll see you guys with that trade. Thank you, 2K, I guess. Miles Turner, Pat Williams, Boogie heading over to Chicago, Jamal Murray, Kelly Olynyk. Welcome over here to Oklahoma City. All right, that is officially our 5-guy rotation. Jamal Murray, Spencer Dinwiddie, Pascal Siakam, Zion, and Jared Allen. I don't really think I'm going to do anything with the bench. I mean, I could trade a couple of these guys maybe for some picks or something, but that being said, I don't even think I have. Do I have 13 guys in this team? 13 is the minimum, right? 2, 4, 6, 9, nice, 11. So 2K's just, I'm going to go ahead and just sign 2 random guys. Doesn't really matter. They're going to, they're not going to be in the rotation anyway, so I'll sign them. I'll see you guys with the rotation. So this looks incredibly weird. Obviously I didn't have to do much with the rotation. The whole starting 5 is playing 48 minutes right now. I'm obviously going to really be excited to see what their numbers are going to be, because they're probably going to be pretty crazy. But what I'm actually even more excited to see is how well all these guys progress, because I think they're probably all going to progress a little bit faster. Or on the flip side, they could regress. If I'm playing them 48 minutes a night, they could just get tired. Thankfully, I play with injuries off. I don't really know. I really don't know what to expect. I've done one of these before, but I don't think I've done one since 2K18. And if I'm being honest, I don't really remember how it went. So, your number 1, I obviously automatically set a bench depth to a 5-man rotation for Mark. I call him Mark D's nuts because I just don't know how to say his last names. But Murray, Dinwiddie, Siakam, I said Siakam twice, Zion, and Jared Allen. I mean, we have a bench here. Again, they're probably not going to really play. I signed Jamal Crawford and Alfred Amino. I don't know, whatever. So yeah, this one might be tough. I'm excited to see what happens though. See you guys at the end of your number one. Maybe everybody's doing this challenge. Damian Lillard, 37 points, 3.5 boards, 9 assists, and a steal. Shot 45.5% from 3. Fucking Steph and Ray Allen out here. I mean, I should have probably included Klay Thompson as well. I'm probably pissing somebody off. That's crazy. He definitely deserves that MVP award. We are 7th here in the Western Conference. They give us 22 in the power rankings. I think that maybe is a little low, but it is what it is. LaMelo, Rookie of the Year in Toronto. Malcolm Brogdon, 6th Man of the Year in Minnesota. Giannis, Michael Porter Jr., and Frank Vogel, 65 and 17 for the Lakers. Rich stay richer. So we go 40 and 42. You know, not exactly ideal, but again, this is probably one of the weirder challenges I'm probably going to do in a while. Okay. Yeah, kind of what I was expecting. So these guys played some minutes. I mean, again, I didn't actually give them any minutes. It's just, you know, guys foul out, whatever the situation may be. They obviously, you know, came in at some point in time. It would be literally impossible to actually only have 5 guys, you know, like throughout the season. Like it is what it is. But we had 4 20-plus point per game guys. You know, kind of what I was expecting right there, from being honest. So Zion was an absolute beast for us. I'm very excited to build around him. Jared Allen was a monster as well, especially on the board. So just want to confirm that we are still in the... Yep, yes we are. Okay, yep, they're all just exhausted. I want to, like, do they really... Free agency. Okay. I don't know. I just, like, is this something that, like, pisses them off? I don't know. Lonzo, Levine, Alec Burks, Rui Hachimura, DeAndre Ayton. Good team there in Houston. Sounds weird to say. You don't really say that one too much. Then again, we beat them in 7. Moving on to Denver. Holiday, Malik Monk, Barnes, Jason Tatum, and Yusuf Nurkic there in Denver, and we lose in 5. Okay, expected. I definitely do have some moves to make with this team. Dame and the Lakers. 47 points a game. Shot 50% from 3, almost 60% from the field. Huh? He played 40 minutes a night, but, like, still. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, my God. All right, league meetings, as you all know, we always go ahead and reject these. We'll hop into the draft lottery right now, see if we got anything for the Oklahoma City Thunder right here. I'm not seeing anything. Let's go ahead and skip right through this. Cleveland ends up with the number 1 overall pick, followed by Minnesota and the New York Knicks. Mark has some good ratings, so I'll keep him. Mike Miller, no, just not happening. Okay, we do have an A trainer, though. That's kind of like a one perk for us here. I'll try to sign Peterson, hopefully get both those guys and get another assistant coach here. Maybe Benjamin Walker. You want to come here? Cool. And I'll get my boy Owen Masters, hopefully. And cool, we got a pretty much brand new staff here in Oklahoma City. So up to the draft right now, do we have any picks? We have 16, 19, and 25. 25 being in the second round. So I don't think anybody that I draft at any point, you know, throughout this video would probably start on a 5-man rotation. So I think picks are definitely going to be traded. I mean, obviously, you can trade these guys I do have on the bench that are just never going to be in the rotation as well. So we do have a couple free agents as well. So we're definitely going to have to cross that road when we get there. I think really it's Jared Allen. Is he restricted? He should be restricted, I think. Okay, I'm going to trade these picks, and then I'll be back. Because I think Dinwiddie's obviously a free agent as well. I'll be back. So we're doing this deal here with Charlotte. We're going to be picking up D'Angelo Russell. We get PJ Washington back as well. I just know how well D'Angelo Russell progresses in this game. So I think him and Jamal Murray are going to be a pretty good backcourt. I love Spencer Dinwiddie. I don't really have a problem with Spencer Dinwiddie. I just know that Jamal Murray is going to progress a lot faster. Not Jamal Murray. I meant D'Angelo Russell. I know D'Angelo Russell is going to progress a lot faster. I mean, Murray's obviously already better than him, but you know what I'm saying? All right, I am going to probably do a sign and trade with him, maybe package him with maybe Jared Allen or maybe, I don't know. We'll figure something out, but I do want to trade the rest of these picks right here. I obviously don't really need either of these, so maybe just a future first for somebody. Perfect. Thank you, Atlanta. I think that was a pick from Portland, actually. So we'll head up to team player options right now. Dinwiddie does decline. That one was expected. Jared Allen's definitely getting that qualifying offer. I'm actually going to give him a real contract so I can match it up with some, you know, larger contracts right there. So we'll wait on him. Dinwiddie has 4 offers. Well, they're all pretty shitty offers. So I'm going to go ahead and give him some money. And then I'll see you guys after I re-sign both these guys. All right, so I went ahead and I brought back Spencer Dinwiddie. I went ahead and I brought back Jared Allen as well. I could leave Allen. Obviously, I'm really looking for a legitimate small forward right now. I think PJ Washington's probably going to be in the deal with Dinwiddie for some sort of small forward. It's nice because I can kind of just mortgage my future here, you know, because I really don't actually have to go ahead and kind of keep any of these picks because I don't really need them. You know, once I have 5 guys, I'm kind of all set. So I'm looking for a really good small forward. And, oh, boy, this is just not what I was looking for. All right, time to do this manually. I'll be back. So I'm wondering if it's possible if the Chicago Bulls will give me Jimmy Butler back. I know Jimmy wears 22 in Miami, but it just looks weird seeing him wear 22 in a Bulls jersey. I don't know if anybody agrees with me on that. They consider him untouchable. I don't know. Do I even want to trade for Jimmy after how he played in the playoffs? Ugh, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna piss somebody off in my comment section for that one. I think Jaylen Brown would be a really good option as well. You know, I mean, I'm not the Jaylen Brown. You know, I would just probably rather have Jimmy Butler, but still, we're gonna go ahead and try to get this done. You can have Aaron Holiday as well. Just take whatever you want. I mean, again, we're in a 5-man rotation here. It's not really that big of a deal. Jaylen Brown, welcome to the team. Going to be our new starting small forward. This team's all set for now. So you guys at the start of year number 2. I probably, if I'm being honest, I probably could just, you know, say I'm going to, you know, once I end the offseason, I probably could just say I'll see you at the end of year number 2 because the rotation it's pretty obvious if we're being fair here. But yeah, I'll show you just in case. I think it looks really solid right now. You know, I'm not really worried about Jared Allen, but he's obviously probably the worst player on this team right now. I still think I definitely do have hope for him. It's not like he had a bad year, but then again, anybody probably would have put up pretty crazy numbers, you know, being a pretty decent center in today's NBA, playing 48 minutes a night. Like, you know, but Murray, D'Angelo Russell, Jaylen Brown, Zion Williamson, and Jared Allen is how it's going to look here for year number 2. I seriously, like, I don't really know what else I can do with this challenge. I guess I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. So we wrap up year number 2 here as a 4 seed here in the Western Conference, number 2 in the power ranking. Look, I get power rankings not strictly based off standings whatsoever. I understand that, but how do you go from being 22 in the power rankings as a 7 seed to being 2 in the power rankings as a 4 seed? Like, I feel like something's off there. I don't get it. James Harden, your MVP in Phoenix. You see his numbers right there. Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham, Jonathan Isaac, Onyeka Okongwu, and Nick Nurse is your coach of the year. We go 50 and 32. Honestly, not too bad. I mean, again, I think this is I think the really challenging aspect of this is actually being good. I don't think it's building a good team. I think it's actually succeeding with that good team. Then again, that's probably similar for most rebuilds. But I just think it's hard because, you know, 48 minutes a night is not something that, you know, you kind of just sleep on. I just want to show you guys we did do this pretty much all season. You can obviously tell by the stats. Even if I went ahead and switched it up on you, Zion was an absolute beast for us. D'Angelo Russell, so 420-plus point per game guys. Well, I mean, Jared Allen's solid. I mean, I'm not saying when I made what I said earlier, like when we were doing the rotation about him, I wasn't suggesting that I needed him to score 20-plus points a game. That's not exactly what I meant. You know, I mean, he's putting up 16 rebounds a game, 11 of those being defensive rebounds. So I don't have a problem with him. I just think if I can improve maybe the overall of my starting center and go ahead and, you know, kind of get that into the 2K formula, I think that'd be probably something that we can do, especially, you know, depending how we do in the playoffs this year. So we do have Golden State in the first round. Kobe White, Frank Jackson, Chris Middleton, Giannis, and Isaiah Stewart. God damn. And we lose in 6. All right, so this is definitely going to be harder than I thought it was. I really didn't think this was going to be that hard. Oh, look at the Miami Heat doing something good outside of the bubble. Good for you. I can't talk. I'm a Celtics fan, but hey, I'm just firing on all cylinders today. All right, heading up to league meetings, going to go ahead and what is that one? Eliminate financial restrictions when trading? That's just wild. Draft lottery right now. Do we have any sort of pick in here? I do not believe we do. I mean, I always forget to turn off recently traded picks. Luckily, it really didn't affect us too much today, but definitely I'll try to remember in the future. So we do need a new head coach. We need a trainer as well. I need Navarro back. I could bring in, you know, I could bring back Mark. I saw him up there. I don't really think there's anybody down here that I'd really want. I definitely don't have money for Stauffer. I'll maybe try. What's the difference? Where is he? Mark has A and B plus. Silas is A plus and B plus. I wouldn't mind Silas as well. Okay, we got Stauffer. I'll wait on Sean Navarro, and I'll take Stauffer because he has 2 A+ ratings. Sean Navarro, come on. Oh, you bum. All right. I mean, I don't really need the untapped potentials, if I'm being honest. I mean, all these guys are already at an A or an A+. It's not really that big of a deal. All right, we're heading up to the draft right now. Let's see if we have anything in the pick department. I'm going to try to make a couple trades here. You know, I can only, you know, make so many trades, but maybe I'll try to trade for like a crazy superstar. Zion's a free agent? I did not know that. But I'm just going to sim through the draft right now because obviously we don't need anybody there. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. I'm all over the place right now. I really am all over the place right now. Free agency. This is obviously a crazy good free agency class. Of course, we do not have a crazy free agency budget, unfortunately. But, yeah, probably going to make a trade or two. I'll be back. So I'm going to try to get Bam from the Memphis Grizzlies. I went ahead and moved Jared Allen down to the power forward spot. He goes up to 287 overall. You know, I think 3.5 stars is probably his value, whether he's a power forward or center. But you never know. So you can pretty much have whatever you want. I would really like Bam on this team. I don't know if you're going to go ahead and give me him. But do I have anybody else that has value that's like, do you want Kelly? Okay. I knew I re-signed Kelly for a reason. So we have our 5-man rotation. Here's the thing. I mean, obviously, I probably could try to make other trades. I just don't know if I can really get anybody that better, you know? Like, I don't really think I need anybody that better. This is going to be an all-90 starting 5. I'm going to stick with it. I do feel confident. Again, this is going to be a pretty short video, but I don't really know what else to do. I really don't. So, I mean, I could look, like, do I want to, like, I guess D'Angelo Russell, like him and 2 first-round picks. Like, am I getting offered, like, anything crazy? Like, obviously, I'm not getting, like, a Steph, a Dame, a Kyrie, and nobody like that. I don't really see any reason to do any of these trades right here. Cat, do I prefer Cat or Bam Adebayo? Like, I don't really think it seems like a pretty lateral move. Do I want to take De'Aaron Fox? I mean, 25 points, 29 points, but, like, then again, he is playing 48 minutes. But, like, I'm fine with D'Lo. I really am. I'm just going to go with it for now. If I find, a crazy trade, before I go ahead and show you guys, show you guys the rotation before next year, I'll do it. If not, I guess we're just going to leave it. So I tried to, I put both Jamal Murray and D'Angelo Russell in the trade finder. The only guy I was getting offered that would maybe be worth it was De'Aaron Fox. And yes, he's putting up crazy numbers, but again, it seems pretty lateral to me. It really does. I mean, he'd be playing 48 minutes no matter what. They'd probably put up pretty similar stats. So that's kind of my logic behind it. I don't know, if this is going to work or not, but I think one of the things I maybe could do is kind of work on the bench a little bit, but that doesn't feel like cheating to me. It just kind of feels wrong because it's supposed to be a 5-man rotation rebuild, like a no-bench rebuild. So, like, obviously, they're probably going to play, maybe 2-3 minutes a game, whatever the situation may be, but it would just feel wrong if I went ahead and got, like, an 80-plus overall to come off the bench, That's just my take on it anyways. I don't know why I'm stuck on Nico Melli right here, but this is how it's going to look. Murray, Russell, Brown, Zion, and obviously a new huge addition of Bam Adebayo. So I'm assuming by the end of this season, they're all going to be 90-plus. Maybe I can clickbait this video with 5 90-plus overalls. I don't really know, but that's it for now. Let's see what happens. So I caught a record. We were 50-32. I don't really know what I'm expecting. Like, I feel like this could go either way. Like, I feel like we could either be really bad playing just 5 guys that probably get pretty tired by maybe the end of, like, or halfway through the second quarter because they haven't come out and they just legitimately do not come out. Or I feel like this could just be crazy because 2K was just the worst game ever and just doesn't care about, like, auto-generated stamina, and they could win 80 games. Like, and it's somewhere in the middle right now, which is kind of weird to think about, but I feel like I'm kind of fine with it, and I feel like I kind of probably couldn't have done this much better, but I don't know. I seriously don't know. If you guys have done this before, if you want to try this, let me know down below in the comment section how it ends up going. Feel free to let me know, but I feel like I kind of did this the right way, even though if it might not turn out with the best results, but we haven't done the playoffs yet, even though we are a 3 seed here in the Western Conference, number 2 in the power rankings. Luka, Ron Harper, Killian Hayes, Jonathan Isaac, Isaiah Joe, Brad Stevens all win the respective awards. So we do Memphis here in the first round. We can check out some player stats on the year. Probably pretty crazy numbers again. I mean, yeah, 420-plus per game guys. Bam was 17.5, so obviously better numbers than Jared Allen, but they're really not comparable as players. Rebounds went to Bam, and assists was Jamal Murray. So Memphis, Garland, Wiggins, Amoni Bates, John Collins, and Daniel Oturu. This is what I'm talking about with me looking for some sort of different draft class before I start doing rebuilds, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, whatever it may be, because those are not rookie numbers. That's not a rookie overall, unless you're LeBron James. That's just simple enough, man. I'm just keeping it a buck with you, but that's, how it goes here on 2K. So we do sweep them in the first round, moving on to Golden State, who I believe does have Giannis. Yes, they do. They added Chris Middleton as well, his old friend in Milwaukee. Yeah, they're a good team. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we lost, and yeah, we do lose in 6. So, I mean, again, I kind of gave you my thoughts. I kind of knew this was coming. DeAndre Ayton and the Rockets going to sweep the Celtics. I kind of thought this was happening, or that was going to happen. I really didn't know what other kind of approach to take to this. I mean, obviously, if I did this with a different team, or if I didn't do this in a fantasy draft, it would probably look a little bit different. It could have been a little more hard. I wouldn't mind maybe doing a couple of these with a regular team. If you guys want to see that, feel free to let me know down below in the comment section. But I think that's kind of probably how the majority of these would go, no matter whatever way I do it. But if you guys think it could go different, you want to see me do this again, maybe with a team, or you want to see me do it in a fantasy draft again, feel free to let me know down below in the comment section, along with any other video ideas you guys do have. So that pretty much wraps up this one. It was a weird one for sure. I feel like it wasn't probably as entertaining because it really wasn't entertaining for me to make, I can tell videos that are going to be really entertaining, and I can tell ones that may not be as much. That being said, I'm still going to upload it because I think you guys want to see it. So we will see. As always, if you guys are new around here, just watch the videos. So 40% of you that watch these are not subscribed, so feel free to hop on, join this very loving community that we have. I seriously do appreciate each and every individual one of you. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. That does it for me. I love you guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one.